Forget Tesla's mega battery. Hidden in the Swiss Alps lies a monster that's ready to save the planet. The 900 megawatt Nant de Drance pumped storage power plant in Valais, Switzerland, came online in July after 14 years of challenging construction and testing. The gigantic water battery is capable of storing enough hydroelectric energy to power up to 900,000 homes. In a rather sincere quest to repent for our climate-related sins and save this beautiful Earth from a self-made ecological disaster, we're being forced to use bigger and bigger batteries. From long-range EVs to massive grid batteries dedicated to renewable energy storage, battery tech is becoming supersized. But a new battery has just come online that dwarfs all that came before it. The battery in question resides in the Swiss Alps, and after taking over 14 years to build, it cost a massive $2.1 billion and can output a huge 900 megawatts of power. However, the truly astonishing feat here is its 20,000 megawatt-hour capacity. That makes it just over 103 times larger than the legendary Tesla mega battery in Australia, or roughly the same as 40,000 Model 3 standard range batteries. But unlike Tesla's lithium-ion batteries, this gargantuan one won't degrade over time and could last for centuries with minimal maintenance. Furthermore, it can be built from simple materials like steel, concrete, and water instead of the environmentally toxic metals needed for lithium-ion batteries. The enormous battery is called the Nant de Drance hydropower plant, a water battery that stores energy using nothing more than water and gravity, and also known as a hydroelectric battery or hydroelectric storage. This plant consists of two massive reservoirs, one at the foot of the Alps and one way up at the top, with a series of pipes, pumps and turbines connecting them. When charging, water is pumped from the lower reservoir to the higher one. To discharge, water from the top is let back into the lower reservoir via an enormous turbine which spins and creates power. Nant de Drance has such a vast capacity because the top lake is enormous and can hold 25 million square meters of water, and it also lies at a 300-meter greater elevation than the lower reservoir. This high elevation means each square meter of water holds a wealth of energy in the form of gravitational potential, and due to there being literally millions of square meters of water at the top, this battery is able to gain its monstrous capacity. It's easy to make massive capacity batteries with hydroelectric storage, and you can do this by extending dams or even linking several high reservoirs together. Such projects aren't as easy as words, but they can add several hundred megawatt hours of capacity at a relatively low cost. Hydroelectric storage doesn't suffer from degradation. Lithium-ion batteries don't last forever, which only means that the facilities such as Tesla's battery in Australia will either need their batteries replaced or expanded in 10 to 20 years to ensure their capacity remains in line with the market. Meanwhile, the Nant de Drance plant will only require minimal maintenance to last a few centuries without a single drop of capacity being lost to degradation. This makes the lifetime cost far cheaper. The maintenance of the Tesla big battery in Australia costs around $600,000 per megawatt hour, whereas Nant de Drance costs $110,000 per megawatt hour. But because Nant de Drance will last so much longer if you spread the cost out over its lifetime, it actually works out to be far cheaper than any lithium-ion battery. This also means that Nant de Drance has a greatly reduced ecological impact. It takes a lot of carbon emissions and mining to produce lithium-ion batteries, and the fact that they are not durable and always need to be replaced only emphasizes this impact. But hydroelectric batteries can, in theory, require fewer carbon emissions to build, don't require any horrific mining practices to take place, and last way longer. Also, there is the emphasis on efficiency. Lithium-ion batteries are 99% efficient, so you can recoup almost all the energy used to charge them. Hydroelectric batteries, on the other hand, are usually just over 80% efficient, but this means only 20% of precious renewable energy is lost in the battery, which is a sizable amount. Hydroelectric batteries aren't without their drawbacks. China recently announced it wants to build a total of 270,000 megawatt-hours of hydroelectric storage across 200 facilities by 2025 to facilitate its transition to low-carbon fuels. Not only will this mean that one of the most polluting countries in the world will significantly reduce its ecological impact, but it also won't impact supply chains for regular batteries. This, in turn, will mean the EV revolution can carry on at full speed. Like and share the video with your friends. Subscribe and ring the notifications bell so you don't miss out on more juicy stories coming your way.